Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Bean and welcome to my channel, and today bringing you is a guide on how to beat this brand new Greater Demon ABORU that just released on Global. And the best team to use for him, which is using SARIEL. However, if you don't have SARIEL, I'll also show you guys a team that uses Red Escanor, because he's really good for this as well. But yeah, basically, first things first, make sure you clear this guy, because you can only beat him 3 times a day, and you have all the way until September 7th for this event, and then it leaves. So make sure you do that, because if you don't do it a few times every single day, you won't be able to clear out the shop. So if you clear it out, you get some decent rewards. You get some costumes for the sins. You get these global packs, card anniversary packs, or whatever. I think they're just common and yeah, ultra common and uncommon stuff. So it's just nice, some decent loot. The usual cosmetic sets for Sariel and Ludo, which is, I really like the Sariel one. It's one of my favorites. Ludo one is also clean as well. You also get pendants, super awakening coins, chalices, books, and I'm assuming purple stone. Yeah, purple stones, awakening stones, anvils, hammers, potions, chests, the usual. Just make sure to clear it, because why not? It's free loot. Who doesn't like free stuff? And make sure, again, if you clear it every single day and you hit the 20 milestone, you can get 5 gems and also 15 of each cosmetic material and 3 UR chests. So that's good. Basically, you get this stuff for doing nothing. Just playing the game and you get that. And the team we're going to be using for this guy, yeah, I didn't know, by the way, he's Galland's nephew. So that's cool. ABORU. But yeah, the team we're going to be using is this. It's a semi-free-to-play friendlish team using Sariel. And Gother, you can argue he is not free-to-play friendly, because if you haven't pulled him, then you don't have him. You're not able to use his passive. That's the reason he's here. If you don't have him, though, just use the red one. You should be fine. Just makes it much easier and a bit quicker. But the team we're going to be using is Sariel, Green Gother. Use the red one if you don't have the green one. Red SR Slater, and then Blue Skinny King. Skinny King is a free unit. Everyone has him. You get him for free from playing the game. Yeah, you can get a red Gother from the coin shop, and red SR Slater, he's an SR character. And the kid, he's the kid. But for him, you want to have a pretty decent attack set, attack crit damage, because we're going to be critting. So there's this. 15% rolls are optimal, but if you don't, that's fine. You only need a 1/6, by the way, because his ultimate wipes. It still does hundreds of thousands of damage, even at 1/6. So there's no excuse there. HP set on Gother and on King. And Red Slater. The reason we want him here is because of his passive. So make sure you build him out a really cheap set of... you could use... UC gear if you want, or even common gear. Just reroll with gold. But for this, pressure decreases all enemies' crit resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance at the start of the battle. So this means we're going to be critting much more often, because we're lowering the crit resistance. So yeah, that's really good. And for that, you want to just bring him a full crit chance gear set. If you do that, you get plus 30% crit chance, and just give him all crit chance rolls as you see here. So there is that. Really, really good. Yep, you're going to do more damage if you crit, because you're lowering his crit resistance. So there is that. Just full crit chance. As you see here, my Slater has 121% crit chance. We're lowering his crit resistance by 120%. And then King, he's just here for the cleanse, because he does attack lower you by 80%, I believe. So that's really, really annoying. But he just cleanses it off, no problem. And we're using ult food, so we can try and build his the kid's ult by like turn 2 or 3. And we should be fine. That's basically it. So let's get started. As you get loaded in, though, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subs, and we're currently at 2,064 subscribers. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, consider leaving a like, because it really does help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah. The Red Escanor team I'm going to be showing you guys for the second one is honestly basically kind of similar. But before we get into that, for Sariel, the kid, there's some things you need to keep in mind for him. First thing, you don't really want to use demons, because he does 30% additional damage to them. I mean, 30% is not a lot, so you still could. This one's really good. Increase the hero's damage taken from goddess enemies by 30%. That's why Sariel is a beast, because he's a goddess, and he already does insane damage as is. So plus an increase 30% is good. This one though, which you really need to notice, damage taken decrease. Decreases the hero's damage taken from enemies without an attribute advantage by 80%. So if you attack him with a green unit or a blue unit, you are going to decrease your damage you do to him by 80%. So just keep that in mind. And this one, at the start of the ally's turn, decreases enemy's attack by 80%, excludes the enemy with the highest remaining HP. So he also decreases, as I said, your attack by 80%. But what you want to do here, you could just be a bit cheeky if you wanted to, and just rush ults with Sariel. which I'm not going to do because I want to get more cards for him and do more damage. I'll just do this. I'll waste the Slater card. It doesn't really matter for him because he's still going to attack us. And look at how much damage you do, 5,000. But look at how much damage the kid does, 115,000. And we almost half-healthed him right there. Oh, this is perfect. We have double cards of Sariel, so we are good to go. Okay, as you see here, he did, what's it called? Lower my attack by a considerable amount, 80%. So that's why we have King here, for the cleanse. So let's cleanse with you. And I guess we'll just rank up just for, because we can. And double attack with Sariel, and then we cleanse off that annoying debuff. And there you go. That is basically how you beat this guy using this team. I mean, granted, you could use Sariel with another unit. You could use this team with Red Escanor, which I might do. With only green or the red goat there if you don't have him. But yeah, that's how you beat this guy. Not that difficult. Just make sure you use red units to use damage. If not, you're not gonna do any damage whatsoever. But here we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, he lowers your attack at the start of every turn at the phase. So, where is it? This one, excluding the enemy with the highest remaining HP. So since your Sariel is going to be doing the most amount of damage, you'll always have the most HP. So you don't have to worry about him having his attack lowered because he'll basically fully heal. But let's just do this. And how much damage is he going to do? Granted, 1/6 ultimate probably does around like 500,000. So there you go. That is how you beat this guy using the kid. Thank you, Sariel. Absolute monster. But I'll be back with a more free-to-play friendly team using Red Escanor. Okay, I'm back and I have a more free-to-play friendly team with this one. You can argue, well, nah, Derrieri's been around for a long time. This is a free-to-play friendly team. We're using Red Escanor. He's going to be the DPS, along with Red Derrieri, again, other DPS. Basically, we're going to use one to ult phase 1 and the second to ult phase 2. Go out there for rank ups. And then Liz, she's going to be our cleanser. And if you don't want to use Blue King, I just wanted to use Liz because she's really good, actually, for ult rush. As her ultimate, she gives you 2 gauges for your entire enemy, or entire allies when you ult for her. And she starts off with 2 gauges herself because of her passive. Also, we're using ult rush food. Okay, I'm back, and now I have the free-to-play team loaded up. And yeah, this team's free-to-play friendly. We have Red Escanor, who is in the coin shop. Red Gother, coin shop. Red Derrieri, she's been around for over a year now. At least should have 1 copy for her. And then Green SSR Liz. And yeah, basically, you should have all these units. And gear sets, attack set for Escanor, attack for Derry, HP defense for Gother and Liz. The reason we have these units, Gother for his rank ups, Liz for ability to rush ultimate, because she starts off with 2 gauges, so that way we can get her ult quicker, and her ultimate gives us 2 gauges when we ult with her, using ult rush food, so that's much quicker. And yeah, it's basically it. Artifacts, really irrelevant again, just whatever you have is good, you don't really need them. And yeah, just hop right in. We're going to start building up ultimate with Liz, get her ultimate by turn, or the end of our turn 1. And start building up ults with either my Derrieri or my Escanor. But you want to keep in mind that annoying passive of his, one of his passives I should say, where you, what's it called? He decreases your attack by 80% at the beginning of his turn. That's a bit annoying. So I will rush ult with Liz. Make sure you don't use this cleanse card, by the way. You want to save that. And let me do this. So let's start building up Derry passive so we can start building up her stacks. That way we can hit harder on her ultimate. Well, this is good. Okay. Next turn, he is going to decrease the attack of all of our allies, except the one that has the highest HP. But we're not going to ult, so we're fine. So let's ult with Liz. We get full gauge. Well, not full gauge. We get 2 gauges on everyone and plus a full heal. Let's buff up with Derry. That way, since we are getting a 2 increase to our gauges, we will get our ultimate next turn. And I guess I will also use double Escanor card so we get his ult too. This is a really good play. There we go. Just try and get at least 1 ultimate so you can finish off the phase. It doesn't really matter. Derrieri can 1-tap him and also Escanor with it ult. So let's see here. I think I'll ult with Escanor since he didn't get the attack weakened. Or attack weakening, I should say. Okay. We're fine. As you see here, everyone was attack lowered except for Escanor because he had the most HP. And my Dairy, I would ult right now, but she has minus 10,000, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I kind of have to or else I lose her passive. Man. Nah, it's fine. I'm just going to hope and praise for some cards next turn. Let's see, let's do that. And then let me do this. He's gone, 100%. Yep, gone. And then we'll just move into the next phase. And hopefully we can get a Dairy buff card so we can one-shot the guy. We don't. It's fine. I'm not going to ult just yet, though. Because... You know what? I'm just going to get ult with Escanor. Yeah. It's because I can't buff myself because he did disable me and I don't have a cleanse ready, which is fine. He doesn't do any damage really for the first turn of his second phase. Yeah, his ultimate's the only thing you need to worry about. And again, it is a bit more tedious. If we had green Gowther though, you could... Okay, I forgot to mention, if you have this team, use green Gowther instead, because it's much quicker. Because you get the increase to your attack rated stats. But here, honestly, let's rank up. Let's cleanse. Let me buff with Dairy and I guess ult so we can see a Dairy finish. And this is all you do. Cleanse off that annoying attack decrease. Buff up with Dairy so we get some buffs or amplified card. And she is 6 out of 6. Granted, you don't even need her 6 out of 6. Her ult is basically a one tap, as you see there. There we go. Yeah, I completely forgot to mention, you don't have to use red Gowther if you have green Gowther. If you have the green version, use the green one. He's the better version for this team. It'll be much quicker than this one because you'll be doing much more damage over time. But, however, this was a more free-to-play friendly team, so you can use the red one. There you guys have it. That's how you beat the brand new Greater Demon ABORU. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you have any additional questions, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, hopefully you guys did like it. If you did like it, consider leaving a like on the video. It really does help out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. We're on the road to 3K subs. Yeah, that's basically it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.